High School Sports Live, in partnership with 27 News, is proud to present on TV tonight Trinity Shamrocks versus Still High Rollers. This broadcast is brought to you by our premier sponsor, the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency, and Hoffman Ford. Good evening, everyone. I'm Todd McCall, along with Jerome Presley and Archie Smith Jr., a sideline analyst, will be joining us this evening. But, Jerome, we got a great game. It's a Capital Division game. Trinity comes in 2-3, Still High 1-4. Still High has a little secret up their sleeve with Timmy Cater tonight. We'll talk about it a little bit. But this is one of these games that can surprise many people. When you look at a Friday night matchup, this is a hardcore, tough kind of Capital Division matchup. Both teams really wanting to be stingy to find a way to win. Limit mistakes tonight, we've heard coaches say. But I think we're in for a really good one. Your thoughts?
Well, I think it is going to be a good game, and I think both teams are going to have to come in and really think about winning and figure out how they can pull that off. They've both had some difficult times this year. On Trinity's side, last week coming off a devastating loss to Middletown, 69 points were put up with them. So, for instance, if this is the game plan from last week, you rip that up, you throw it away, you come in fresh and ready to go. On Still High side, they're a young team. They're coming in, starting quarterback Malachi Young is down for the count, and he's hurt, and he's out. So they have to find a way to pull it together. But the Rollers are not out of playoff contention. If they can get on a little roll here, they're in.
Well, we always talk about that, coaches can say, if you don't have the players in the trenches, it won't matter what you do or what game plan. There's some great players in the trenches tonight. More importantly, let's start with the visiting side, Trinity. It starts at the quarterback position.
Yeah, Casey Boguski has had a pretty decent year, almost 700 yards, 7 touchdowns right now. So he's really trugging along and doing the things he needs to do to try to put this team on the win. On the other side, you got Jarvey is a really good running back. He carried the ball 38 times, Jarvey Flowers, 38 times for 191 yards. When your quarterback is down, you got to lead on the running game, and 38 carries. We may see that again tonight.
Now, it's, we got to talk about it. We're here. We're in roller country. And something kind of really crazy on one aspect, but almost very positive on another aspect for the Still High Rollers. Timmy Cater, Division I product, 245 pounds. We know what he can do. We'll be playing defensive tackle. He transferred back to his homeland, is what we would like to call it. Left Bishop McDevitt to come and will be inserted wearing number 34 tonight. Timmy Cater will be on the defensive side of the ball, maybe even offense. We've even talked they might have a package where he's going to be lined up at actual tight end and fullback. Can you talk a little bit about the guy wearing 34 tonight, returning home, Timmy Cater?
Well, when you're talking about a jolt to your team, to bring in a talent like that, I mean, you're talking about a Division I prospect. He has a lot of schools. Temple's looking at him. He has a lot of schools looking at him. And to bring him in, you didn't know he was coming if you're the coach of Still High, and then he's on your doorstep. You're going to find a way to use him. He's able to suit up. 6'3", almost 280 pounds, and he's solid. He played at, with Bishop McDevitt, and he was very, very good. So that's a jolt for this team, for this program right now. That's a little down right now at 1-4 start.
Well, it's homecoming here at Shamrock Country, or Still High Country, excuse me. It's homecoming, so we know what kind of event that will be. Trinity, Still High, after these messages. Welcome, Still High, Trinity tonight, Capital Division, second down and 10. Big Capital Division matchup here tonight, Jerome. And Still High will have the ball spotted about the 35-yard line. As we mentioned earlier, Malachi Young, the starting quarterback for Stilton, is not in tonight, and Stephen Pryor has been inserted to start. The give was to Ramsey left side. Not much for him. Trinity's going to be trying to be really stingy on that left-right side. We talked about the running game, one of the highlights of the Rollers season this year.
Well, definitely the running game, and I think once Malachi Young, the quarterback, went down, the emphasis on the running game became more prevalent and needed. So you're going to see the Steamrollers line up. They have a very big offensive line. You can stack the size of this offensive line against any team in the area. They are huge, but can they fire off the ball and make holes?
Quick pitch on the right side to Flowers, and he'll be taken down real quickly, and it appears early on that Trinity's defense will be ready for the task.
Well, I think the big concern is going to be will the Rollers be one-dimensional? And if that happens, you're going to see Trinity just line up eight defenders in the box, 9, 10, and just load up the box on this offense and force Still High to try to throw the ball. And you saw 3 straight running plays, only 5 yards gain. Defense for Trinity holds.
Jake McHale came up to make the tackle for Trinity. Very good open field tackle. Still High will have to punt their opening possession and field the ball dangerously. He's going to be fumbled, and it'll be picked up by Still High. That'll give them an opportunity And it looks like Stephen Pryor recovered. So Stephen Pryor's going to play offense and defense. He's playing quarterback tonight on both sides of the ball. He'll recover it. And you're going to see it. Small rosters tonight, but that doesn't mean you can't take any heart away from either of his teams. While the rosters might not be long in numbers, these guys are going to play both ways, not to mention offense and defense, but they're going to play special teams.
Absolutely, and both of these teams have been successful in years past. I mean, you've seen Trinity do really good damage in their time. They had their heyday when they were winning games and winning district championships. And Still High, we all know the reputation of the Rollers. I mean, they have state championships here, district championships here. They have a community that loves this program. So it's there. It's just a matter of can they put it together today.
Bryant Flowers up the middle. Flowers going to break away. On the board early are the Rollers. Still High touchdown.
And again, you're just talking about a straight up the gut, right into the teeth of that Trinity defense. You see, get a good look at that offensive line. Good blocks up front, and a really good block by number 6, Jay Sean Ramsey. The fullback comes up, really good block. You see the offensive line just stick it to their guys, and ball carrier gets upfield. Touchdown for Flowers.
Flowers will have the hold. Neidlinger on for the extra point for the Rollers. He's got the hold down, and it'll cut through. No, it's actually low. It'll be a little low and left. From our angle, it looked like a win. It was no good. We'll be back. Still High on the board. 6-0.
No regrets.
If only she'd parked in a garage. If only they had the chimney cleaned. If only they had Erie Insurance. Erie is seriously good insurance that treats you fairly and goes above and beyond to make you feel like your auto or home mishap never happened. At rates that'll save you as much as the other guys. So get a quote from Erie today. Because whatever your regrets in life, your insurance company shouldn't be one of them. Erie Insurance.
Did you know all electronics must be recycled? It's the law. But more importantly, it's the right thing to do.
At the Recycling Center, Dauphin County residents can recycle older broken TVs, computers, cell phones, laptops, major appliances, even paper.
The Recycling Center is conveniently located on Cameron Street in Harrisburg. It makes recycling fast, safe, and simple.
Stop by the Dauphin County Recycling Center today and help us recycle the right way.
Welcome back. Neidlinger set to kick. Trinity set to receive. Early score for a bit of a surpriser. Big old open hole for Flowers, and he found it.
Well, we know the Rollers will feed Flowers. And, he's not a big kid. He's 5'11", 165 pounds, and he's a junior. So to carry the ball 38 times, he's going to have to be durable today.
Last week he had 188 yards. And when you hear a kid getting 180 yards, and you talked about it in pregame, carrying the ball 34 times, I mean, to be expected, this kid can do damage. Still High Trinity in this capital matchup. When we talk about the records, Trinity 2-3 coming in, Still High 1-4. Still High coming off, Trinity coming off a tough pounding loss by Middletown. Middletown seems to be a special team this year.
Yeah, definitely. Now keep an eye on number 34, Tim Cater. We highlighted him for these Rollers at the defensive tackle position, and see what he can do. He's come in and he's only been here since Wednesday, and he's already one of the leaders on the team. So I think the team, they respect him, they know of him, and they respect him. And when you have a talent coming in like that, he comes in and automatically commands respect from his teammates, and they seem to support him and rally around him.
There were flags on the play. Now we're getting a weird twist where they're going to line up everybody on the left side. I haven't seen this one in a long, long time. And that's going to be effective. Pass, quick, connected. You know what? We haven't seen it. When's the last time you've seen the lineup twist like that?
Chip Kelly, Philadelphia Eagles, 2 years ago. And then he never did it again because it won't work now. But, again, you throw a little twist to keep the Rollers off balance. They probably didn't see this at all. Now you're back to your regular formation.
Well, Bulgaski's pass was complete on that last play to Shiger, and now incomplete, rolling on the right side. They're trying to go tonight with the quick hitters.
Yeah, definitely go with the quick hitters. And what you're going to see, both of these teams, when you talk about youth, they both have a lot of young kids on this team. So you have on both sides juniors and sophomores that are trying to get their footing. So there may be a lot of mistakes here.
Gio's got Gio's too deep. Look at him, he's too deep.
Trinity looking to the left. You'll see a lot of plays called from the sideline. Bogowski trying to get the signal. Now he's got 3 receivers far left. He's going to go that side off of bubble. You'll see a lot of these quick hitters in the Trinity attack tonight, and they're trying to just really get that defense off balance, their alignments. And that pass was complete to Ruiz, but is there a face mask on the play? Was there a flag down? It was picked up quick, so I'm not sure. It looked like he got a quick little face mask on that.
Right. And that's, they are marking it off.
Okay. Was a face
15.
mask, and that's 15 yards. So Ruiz got his face mask pulled, and I didn't see who came in and got the hand on it, but that'll be second down, well, automatic first down.
And I think for me, Todd, the team that makes the least amount of mistakes, I think, will be the team that wins this game.
I agree with you, Trump. Ball be at the 47-yard line for Trinity, giving them an excellent opportunity over midfield. Moody. Connection to Moody and Bogowski is fumbled, and Steel High is going to come up with their second takeaway. I mean, these takeaways right here, Bogowski going to hand off, and Moody drops it. Didn't look like he wanted it.
And we've seen that a couple of times this year when they have the read option between the quarterback and the running back, and then all of a sudden the exchange is not good and there's a fumble. We've seen that in other games. So when you have that situation happen, though, that is the responsibility of the quarterback to make sure he eyeballs that in. The ball carrier, you want his head up. He's looking at which hole he's going to cut off. He can't focus on where the ball's going. That's the quarterback.
Ramsey's lined up at fullback. Flowers is your stand-up back. Give to Flowers left side. Flowers finding room, breaking outside, across the 40. 20. Well, touchdown Rollers again. Flowers on the well, although, hold on a minute. Before we get too excited, there are flags down on the play, and that's going to bring it back. Is holding on the Steel High Rollers, and you see the coaching staff on the Roller side, man, oh man, a bit frustrated. So, I mean, Flowers is tonight's going to be tough. He's going to be tough to handle. You can see it already.
Well, he definitely is. And when you have opportunities to run open like that, which the hold could have made that happen. But if he's going to carry the ball like that, you want him to have opportunities to not get banged up, man. 38 carries last week. That's a lot of carries for a 165-pound kid. So, you know, you want to make sure that he has opportunities to get in the open field so he can avoid those shots. So in the fourth quarter, he's more he's really ready to go and more healthy to go. So we'll see what happens.
Well, he has a 27-yard touchdown hookup already. Steel High leads 6-0. And now to bring it back. Will be spotted on the 37-yard line for the Rollers. First and 21, and it's going to be a false start on Steel High. I thought we saw a jump on the left side of the receiver.
And again, just a lot of mistakes. I know we were talking to the coaching staff before the game, and with youth comes mistakes. And both of these teams have made a share of mistakes already. We're already 8:53 into the game, and we've had two fumbles and multiple penalties. So, you know, a lot of mistake football. That is the reason why both of these teams, or one of the reasons why both of these teams are struggling to start the year.
Now it's first down 27. Tate DeFreitas on the carry. That's Malik Tate DeFreitas, and we do remember his sister being a great basketball player for Steel High through the years. Great scorer. Oh boy, there's no lack of hitting here already.
Already
on the play.
And that was number 63. Mark Cinturon makes the tackle on the play.
That was second and 28.
Nowhere for Flowers on that right side give. He'll be wrestled down, and I mean, you know what? That's the way you have to do it. You have to defend him, you have to wrap him, you have to pull him down, you have to be ready at any opportunity to jump in and make that tackle. And that's Will Stevens who came up. You take a look here. I don't know where Will Stevens came through that line, but he broke through that line, and there was really nobody put a body on Will Stevens.
And again, the Rollers, as you can see, are very one-dimensional. They haven't attempted a pass yet, and now they're backed up. So it'll be interesting to see if they will try to open up and throw the ball.
3rd down and 32. A long way to go for the Rollers. It looks like there might be. Looks like Trinity wants a timeout. So Trinity's going to call their first timeout. We'll be right back after these messages. Still High 6, Trinity nothing.
Do you want to answer that?
Nah, I'd never with a kid in the car.
It's okay. I'm not here. I'm there.
The front is mostly masonry.
And then the masonry will meet the window frame. I think this project's really coming together.
Living Well with a Disability is a free source for anyone with any type of disability. We provide countless resources and endless opportunities to live your best.
I really am living well.
Call 1-877-2-LIVE-WELL to discover resources available for you.
3rd down, 32 to go. Stilton, long way to go. Dump up to Freitas on the right side. That's Grant. Grant will pick up a few, and Still High will have to punt.
And that's not a bad call. At this point, you're down to a backup quarterback, and why try to air it out when you can just try to get as much yards as you can and then go, rely on your defense to come up and make a play.
Neidlinger set to punt. Trey Mooney back to receive for Trinity. Neidlinger's punt's going to take a big old bounce. And it's going to be spotted about the 29-yard line. Excuse me, 24. But Still High is trying to say that he touched the ball. And it will be Trinity ball, but I'm not so sure he didn't touch it.
I didn't think he did. I didn't really know why. Let's see. We got a good look here. No.
Oh, okay. It was close, but it didn't touch. So, I mean, it's a heads-up play. If you're Still High, why not? You're trying to, you're coming here and making turnovers count on any side of the ball. Special teams, I really feel like win ball games.
Yeah, but DeMonte Porter, why didn't he just get away from?
You got to get away from it.
You got to get away.
We'll say that we see that so many times on High School Sports Live. Kids, those decisions on special teams, and especially that ball takes that bounce, get out of the way. You see all those blue jerseys in front of you.
Exactly. It can be very difficult.
Bogowski looking to his left, as is most of his linemen, getting the call directly from their coach. 1st and 10. Moody, left side. He's a tough runner, squared in his shoulders. He'll be wrestled down by half of the left side of the Still High line.
And keep an eye on Cater up front. I mean, I'll tell you what, that's an instant situation when you got a really good player up front. So see if he can settle in and do his part in the middle of this roller defense.
And he does enough that you can't run. You're not going to be able to run where they line him up in that 4-4 when they line him up in the middle on the nose guard side, on the center side. He's tough to run up the middle on either side.
Right.
And you see a difference that he's making already. 3rd down and 5 for Trinity. Gus trying to get that hard count. He's got trips receivers, 3 receivers lined up on the left side of your screen. 3rd and 2, big 3rd and 2 for Trinity. Going to be dumped off. It'll be a 1st down. It's going to move the chains for Trinity. A nice little play call. They saw an open middle, and Bogowski took advantage of it.
Yeah, definitely a good play. Bob Bogowski, you only need 2 yards, so be that go-to
Well, he's
receiver.
their target. Bogowski looking down the field is going to go offense.